As a kid, I always thought that in order to have a special skill, you needed to have a certain characteristic or needed an amazing lifestyle growing up. For example, I thought that musicians had some sort of special gene in their family or in some sort of event, someone or something spoke to them and helped guide them into learning music. Uh, but as I myself started learning the basics of piano, I soon realized that for anyone, in order for them to learn the basics of any type of skill, all that was needed was to invest time and to practice into the skill. And now for about almost 6 years, I've been playing the piano. And today I will be informing you about some basic piano skills. Uh, First off, starting, uh, in order to learn what are called chords in the piano, you need to learn the difference between a note and a chord. The best thing to relate piano the chords uh, is to the alphabet. So in the alphabet, there are letters, obviously, and with those letters, you make words, and with those words, you make sentences. Well, in a similar way, notes are the alphabet or the letters of music, and chords are the words. And so, in each key of the piano, or each key in the piano has its own certain name, and those names are the first 7 letters of the alphabet, which are A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. In this very artistic graph that I drew here, you can see that each key here has its own name. For now, we will only be looking at the white keys. For now, just ignore the black keys and what's written above them. So in the alphabet, you start with the letter A. However, in music, you start with the letter C. The way you find the note C is to find a set of 2 black keys and go to the left of it and see the white key that's right there. So after you find C, you go on to say the alphabet, which is C, D, E, F, and G. And after G, since G is the last, is the 7th letter of the alphabet, you would start the cycle again. So then it would be A, B, C, and so on. So this would be D, E, F, and then G. And so now that we know these notes, I can tell you about the chords. So each single key in the piano has its own chord, but for now I will only be teaching you the chords of the white keys. These names up here are the names of the black keys, which for now will only serve the purpose of letting us know which notes help build the chord. So for the chord of C, you will need the notes C, E, and G. For the note of D, you will need D, F sharp, and A. To make the chord of E, you need E, G sharp, and B. To make the chord of F, you need F, A, and C. To make the chord of G, you need G, B, and D. These are not marked, but as we learned before, you just start the cycle. So this would be D, E, F, and G. To make the chord of A, you need A, C sharp, and E. And lastly, to make the chord of B, you need B, D sharp, and F sharp. Obviously, you won't know how to play those chords right off the bat. And you might be thinking that in order to learn a new skill set, you need interest and initiative. And while I do think that's true, I also believe that a certain push in any sort of direction, or in any sort of direction to learn a new skill, the only thing that's needed is a push. For example, the push for me was from my parents. My parents told me that if I didn't learn at least some basics in the piano, I would not be able to have my console back, which back then was my PSP. So to conclude this speech, I want to say that no special talent or special lifestyle is needed to learn any type of skill. For as we can see that all that was needed for me was a small push. And so as long as anyone dedicates time and practice into any new skill, they will be able to get down the basics.